I'm so impressed when I see a head of state that's actually on time. It's very impressive. On-time departures are very important, especially for the airline business. But thank you, Mr. President, for being on time. We're actually a bit early for the Zoom. So I'm probably going to talk a little bit in the room until we have more attendees joining. This is a typical new normal hybrid ceremony. So we have some people in the room and some other people that couldn't be here. And anyway, this is a relatively small room. We'll be zooming in from all over the world to watch what's going on. So welcome to the new normal, the hybrid ceremony. So this is the Stelios Cyprus Bi-Communal Awards 2025. We've been doing it for 15 years, but I started 17 years ago because we lost 2 years with COVID. So that's why the maths don't quite work out, but we've done it 15 times now. I will start by doing what every entrepreneur has to do, I think. Remember, we're here to celebrate 20 entrepreneurs, 10 Greek Cypriot entrepreneurs and 10 Turkish Cypriot entrepreneurs who are working together and are doing well in business. So, like every entrepreneur, I will start by a bit of shameless self-promotion. So I'm going to tell you a bit about my business first. And I'm sure the winners will tell us about their business when the turn comes to speak. As explained, we have 10 winning teams, but I'll ask everybody to come and take their check for the photograph, but I will only ask the 2 silver winners and the gold winners to say a few words, otherwise the ceremony will become too long. After the end of the ceremony, I would like all 20 winners and the President and myself to go downstairs to take the family picture. So there is a nice aspect in front of the building where the building is behind us and all 20 of us can stand there and hold the checks up. So the family picture after the event. Welcome to those who are joining us on Zoom. Can someone tell me how many we have now? Modeste? So we'll start anyway. And 25 and joining. Okay, I'll start anyway. So the promotion about my business. Many of you will have a copy of this book. It's here. You can take one with you. We have a video version of this, which explains basically this venture I started about 30 years ago, creating the Easy family of brands. Starting with EasyJet, the airline. When I was 27 years old, I had this dream. I was in the shipping business, and I sat down with my father, and I said, Dad, I had enough of the shipping business. It's a B2B business. Nobody knows your business, your brand. I want to create a brand. I want to build something which is a household name, world famous. And 30 years later, we're here to tell the story. We created a nice 4-minute video. But the thing to remember is that the business model is designed to create a recurring income stream. How many of you have flown EasyJet? Thank you. So every time you fly EasyJet and you pay 100 euros for a ticket, 25 cents of those 100 euros come into Easy Group, my own company. At 100 million passengers a year, as you can imagine, that's a nice little recurring income stream, which I use to fund my charity work. So Easy Group, my company, has expenses, it makes a profit, it donates the profit to the Stelios Foundation that does all this giving back to society. So, having explained it, I'll let the video do the talking, 4 minutes of it.
Stelios believes he can make flying as easy as getting on and off the bus and almost as cheap. He spent £5 million setting up his own airline, starting with the Scottish routes.
From one rival, EasyJet tried to hijack the launch, arriving in their distinctive orange uniforms as customers.
If you think the airline was crazy, listen to this.
Okay.
I believe that the internet is going to take off. More and more people will need to use the internet.
Come fly with me, let's fly away.
So you can get it if you really want to. Shine, shine like a star, shining so bright, like the star.
I can see someone likes the music.
Shine into the future, spreading your light wherever you are. Shine your light. Shine your light. Shine your light. Shine your light. Just about it, man. Not even no worry up. Call it a destroyer. You man, simply the best. Nobody like can touch that. Then first kiss to say, nobody like can catch me. Moving like lightning with more energy. Shine your light. Just about it, man. Shine your light. Just about it, man. If I float like a butterfly, the earthling man. Yes, me a jackpot, Colin Jackson. The crowd is roaring. Ian my story. Walking on the field, them are the champions they win. They say that never make it. I found strength from within. Cause it is there if you seek it. See, you can get it if you really want to. Shine, shine like a star. Shining so bright, like the star that you are. Shine into the future, spreading your light wherever you are. Come on and shine, shine like a star. Shining so bright, like the star that you are. Shine into the future, spreading your light wherever you are. Shine.
Thank you. So, enough about me and my business. Let's talk about giving back to society. Your Excellency, President of the Republic of Cyprus, Special Advisor to the United Nations Secretary General, Colin Stewart, thank you for being here. Welcome to all the attendees on Zoom. We've started a bit early, and we've just shown the video about the EASY history and the EASY family of brands. This video has been viewed on YouTube 62 million times in 1 year. It's incredible how many people here in Cyprus have told me, you know, my kids watch YouTube, Peppa Pig or something, and the video comes up. So it's a very popular video. And the music is the music that was popular in '94 when I started, 30 years ago. And that cameraman likes the music. Great. Okay. My foundation has a mission to give back to society in a diversified manner, so we can help all sorts of projects, and I'll talk about some of them today, but we do it close to home. So these are the 6 countries where me and my family have lived and worked over the years, and all our giving is focused around these countries. There are other foundations, for example, that try to solve the problem of hunger in Africa. I mean, that's a much bigger problem. My foundation's not big enough, but we can make a difference in this locality, in these communities, if you like. We have 7 trustees, of which I'm one. Rena Ruvitha is based here in Cyprus, and we have 2 in Athens, 1 in London and 2 in Monaco, where I live. we have 4 properties in the main capitals of where we have presence, which this is one of the buildings, that we make available to other charities to use for free, and we cover the production and catering costs. So if you are involved with a charity, this is a great opportunity. Let us know and we'll let you use our space. The space in Athens is particularly interesting because it's in the middle of Plaka. And I will say a few more things about this building. It's strategically located. It's close to Lydra Palace. It's easy for both communities to come here. And it has the capacity to do cocktail events for up to 60, 70 people. So if you're thinking of a good cause, a good charity here, please let us know and we'll give you the space for free. We're now on LinkedIn as well, so if you like to follow the activities of the foundation here in Cyprus, here is the QR code for the Markou Drakou location. So all our events, including today, will be posted on that LinkedIn page. A few things about my roots in Cyprus. I'm a citizen of the Republic of Cyprus by birth. Both my parents were born on the island. My father was born in a tiny village called Pedoulas, up on the mountains. My maternal grandmother came from Lania, which is the other property we have here in Cyprus, and my mother was born in Limassol, which is the 3rd property. So I've now endowed these properties to the foundation to keep in touch with the 3 communities, the 3 villages, basically, my family comes from. By coincidence, I was born in Athens because by then my parents moved to Greece to set up the shipping business that my father ran and everything else. But I'm definitely a Cypriot. These are some of the examples of the diversified causes we support, from the Ανεξάρτητος Φορέας Κοινωνικής Στήριξης to the Red Cross to the Anti-Cancer Society. So again, we have a budget. If anybody is involved with a good cause, all they have to do is let us know and we'll make a considered, we make a consideration and make a donation if appropriate. The other project I'd like to speak about, since we're here, is the Food from the Heart. Since 2013, you remember, Cyprus was in a deep financial crisis in 2013. And I said, it's okay to be giving money to entrepreneurs to start businesses and everything else, but you need to help the neediest in society. So here we are rewarding the best, the brightest, the people who are very good entrepreneurs and they know what they're doing. With this project, we are helping those in absolute need. These things we produce, we buy locally here in Cyprus. They're branded, they're co-branded, so it's obvious that it's a charitable gift. You're not supposed to sell it. And we have hundreds and hundreds of people that come every day in our 5 locations here in Cyprus, and we have another 7 in Greece. If you're willing to stand in line, register, and receive one of these a day, which you can buy in a supermarket for about €1, it means you need it. So for me, that's another good project that we'll continue to help society with. We also help Pavlos Kondidis, talking about the best, our Olympic medalist, and a sailor. That's my only hobby, by the way. That's why I like sailors. We give scholarships at the University of Cyprus, and we also have a parallel award, a sister award, if you like, for young entrepreneurs. So again, a different criteria. Young people under 34 that started a business in the last 5 years. So, a bit about these awards. The picture on the left is the last time I was here in Markou Drakou to give the awards in person, 2019. The following year, everything was cancelled because of COVID. And I promise I'll come back more often in the future. So it's been 6 years since I've been here. The one on the right is last year's award, where I zoomed in and Rena and the winners were here in the room. We've given 4.8 million euros to date. And again, just to reiterate the cause, we are promoting business cooperation between Greek Cypriot entrepreneurs and Turkish Cypriot entrepreneurs for lasting peace and economic prosperity on the island of Cyprus. So we want to create jobs, basically. We want people to work together, to create businesses, to create wealth for themselves and others, and be friends at the same time, because we believe that's the best way to achieve lasting peace. Your Excellency, I'd like you to say a few words, please.
Your Excellencies, dear Stelios, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, it is with great pleasure that I join you today at this truly meaningful and very important ceremony for the Stelios Bi-Communal Business Cooperation Awards, an initiative that carries such strong symbolic messaging. These awards are not simply about recognizing successful collaborations, as Stelios very correctly mentioned. They are about honoring and promoting the spirit of cooperation and mutual trust between Greek Cypriots and Turkish Cypriots. Above all, they are a symbol of hope, a testament, a clear testament that together we can build a better future for our country, for Cyprus, one of regain, coexistence, co-creation in conditions of peace and stability. These awards are a promise for the Cyprus we envision, of the reunited Cyprus that all Cypriots, Greek Cypriots and Turkish Cypriots, deserve. Dear friends, over the past 15 years, the Stelios Bi-Communal Business Cooperation Awards have become a landmark institution in Cyprus, a recognized and deeply impactful initiative dedicated to promoting lasting peace through business cooperation between Greek Cypriots and Turkish Cypriots. And this program carved a new path, and it pioneered. In fact, since its inception, the awards program has been a pioneer in supporting business collaboration across the Green Line, guided by its founders' firm belief that economic cooperation between the Greek and Turkish Cypriots can lay the foundations for peaceful coexistence. It has become a driver of peace. And that is precisely how Sir Stelios envisioned the program. In his own words, economic cooperation between the two communities in Cyprus is fundamental for building mutual understanding and trust, ultimately contributing to lasting peace on the island. Dear friends, with my presence here today, I wish to express my sincere appreciation to Sir Stelios, whose vision, but also generosity through the Stelios Philanthropic Foundation instilled life into this initiative. Now, in its 50th year, the program has awarded a total of 4.8 million euros. This year alone, it will distribute 410,000 euros in prizes to 20 entrepreneurs, Greek and Turkish Cypriots, whose impactful cooperation exemplifies all that Cypriots can accomplish when they are allowed to come together. It is precisely for this reason that this initiative does so much more than support entrepreneurs. It stands as a beacon of bicommunal coexistence and co-creation, fostering a culture of cooperation, a foundation upon which our country can be reunited. We have achieved this peaceful coexistence in the past, and there is no doubt that we can do so again, paving the future, our future, together. Ladies and gentlemen, the government and I personally fully support all bicommunal actions and initiatives that bring Cypriots together. It is my firm belief that fostering contact, communication, and cooperation among our people is essential in building the conditions for reconciliation and, of course, reunification. And this is the Cyprus I envision, A reunited Cyprus within the greatest peace project there is, the European Union, the home of all Cypriots, their space of safety, their space of stability, peace, and prosperity, and the greatest, the only guarantee for the future of all Cypriots. We cannot and we will not compromise with the current status quo, that of division and occupation. The current status quo robs Cyprus and all Cypriots of their full potential. This cannot be the future of this blessed island, of our children and of the generations to come. It cannot be the future of a European member state. The continuing occupation in Cyprus is a paradox within the European project. It is an open wound, not just for Cyprus and all its people, but an open wound also for Europe that begs to be healed. And dear friends, the time is now, no matter how challenging it may be. At the moment when, as a union, are striving for more unity, for greater integration, for more Europe. And rest assured that my resolve and my commitment to reunifying Cyprus and its people through a comprehensive settlement in line with the relevant UN Security Council resolutions is resolute and unwavering. Since day one of assuming office, I have exerted tireless and persistent efforts at all levels to create conditions for the resumption of negotiations in line with the agreed and only framework as defined by the United Nations Security Council resolutions and, of course, European law, principles and values. I have spared no effort, and I will spare no effort, in creating the conditions that will break the stalemate in the negotiation process. The 14 unilateral measures towards our Turkish Cypriot compatriots announced last year and implemented, the steps we have taken in the European Union for the EU-Turkey relations based on a positive agenda, firmly on conditionality that includes the Cyprus question, are only some of the steps that have yielded results. It has been a strenuous path, but one I will continue to work with determination. This is how we were led to the informal expanded meeting on the Cyprus problem held in Geneva at the invitation of the UN Secretary General, to whom I'm deeply appreciative for his commitment to reunifying the last divided European Union member state. The meeting resulted in the agreement for discussion of a number of confidence-building initiatives, to the agreement for the appointment of a personal envoy, and to a new expanded meeting at the end of July. This development is of particular significance, marking a positive step towards the resumption of the negotiation process, the first substantial progress in the right direction since 2017, as the Secretary General himself has noted. Equally significant was the joint letter addressed to the Secretary General by the President of the European Commission and the President of the European Council on the very day of the Geneva meeting, which clearly articulates the European Union's clear position on Cyprus problem, that there is only one basis for a solution that outlined in the UN Security Council resolutions and in line with the European Union law, values and principles, and that, for the European Union, a comprehensive settlement of the Cyprus problem is a matter of paramount importance. These developments, dear friends, create a small window of opportunity. It is a space of opportunity we have a duty to expand with resolve and guided always by our vision for a unified Cyprus. Our objective is clear: resumption of negotiations in line with the agreed framework. And there is only one path, that of dialogue and peace. As President of all Cypriots, I'm fully committed to a viable and functional settlement that will uphold and safeguard the human rights and fundamental freedoms of all Cypriots, of all lawful citizens, in conditions of security, stability, and prosperity. A solution that will allow our children to grow up in a reunited European country without troops. A country where all Cypriots, Greek Cypriots, Turkish Cypriots, Maronites, Armenians, and Latins will be able to determine their own lives and their own future. A country free of foreign interference, truly independent, and able to maintain its role as stable, reliable partner in the Eastern Mediterranean and as a bridge between Europe and our region. Our country, Cyprus, as the European Union's lighthouse in the Eastern Mediterranean, can be a beacon of peace, stability, coexistence, and prosperity. And through a viable and functional reunited state, through a solution in line with international and European law. And peace in Cyprus will also send a resounding message of coexistence, reconciliation, and hope, not only to our region, but beyond. Dear friends, I would like to once again commend the Stelios Philanthropic Foundation, Sir Stelios himself, for their unwavering commitment to a vision of peace through reunification. To the recipients of this year's awards, I extend my warmest congratulations. You are worth praise, and you represent the Cyprus we aspire and we are committed to. Thank you very much.
Mr. President, thank you for your kind words, and I'd like to say that we're very grateful you're here because it sends a very clear message. It is okay for the two communities to do business with each other. There should be no stigma in doing business with the other community. And you heard it loud and clear here, and that's important. So for those out there that haven't formed a bicommunal business corporation, start now, and next year we'll be here and you'll be winners. And that's the idea, to effect change. That's what we want to do, change in mentality. Guys, I think I lost it. Good. The TV is back. Excellent. So just to summarize, we have 1 gold winner, 2 silver winners, and therefore 7 bronze winners. I'm going to do it in inverse order, so from the bronze. 60% of this year's winners were selected to be previous winners because we want to encourage people to keep going and try again. 40% are completely new applicants, startups, new attempts, which is the desire to create the change we want to see. For all those 96 applicants, we had 96 applicants in total, about 50% up from last year. Not everybody can win, but apply again next year. So keep trying. So, Michalis and Gulgan, can you please come to take your check? See? Thank you very much. Thank you. Keep it and come outside for the family photograph. Huh? Dimitrakis and Mahmoud. Bravo, thank you. Marina and Nurtane. Nurtane and Marina. tell their accent. And I always find it difficult to tell who's the Greek Cypriot and who's the Turkish Cypriot. We're the same people, basically. Just look at the picture, you can't tell. All right, the next winners, Yannis and Hussein. Hussein and Yannis. Thank you for doing this. Well done. Michalis and Arif. Arif and Michalis. Very interesting local business with violins. Christos and Muhit. Muhit and Christos, please. Thank you. The next one is silver, yeah. So we have 2 silver and 1 gold that I will ask them to say a few words. Keep it brief, guys, okay? We're half an hour into the ceremony. So the new silver winners for first-time applicants is Panikos and Pelin. Please come up. Stand here. Is it okay to share one microphone?
Of course.
Yeah. So tell us a bit about your business.
Okay. Actually, we are representing Degar. Degar is a cosmeceutical brand. It's for skincare professionals. So the brand was started 8 years ago with the aiming to distribute it in Cyprus mainly, but it is extended to more than 30 countries today. So now the brand is in Europe, in Middle East, America, and except from Africa. We are aiming there too. So we started with Pelin 8 years ago. With the beginning of the company, we started this collaboration together. Actually, Pelin was my first associate in this journey, and we have achieved a lot so far, and I would like to thank her so much about this, and I'm very proud to be partners and associates in this.
Bravo. Would you like to say a few words?
A little. Welcome. Thank you very much. So, Mr. Stelios, and I love Cyprus. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks. The other silver winners are Athoklis and Hassan. Please.
I think it's a great time for reflection and gratitude. Ours is a story of 2 Cypriot farmers trying to introduce amazing Cypriot olive oil to the world. So far, we sold in 18 countries, got in press in 32, and we sell in all over US right now mainly. So we thank dear Sir Stelios for repeated support.
I was chatting to him earlier and I just realized that they've been affected by the Trump tariffs because they're exporting from Cyprus to to America. So good luck, guys.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Another the obstacle is the way, so we will overcome that as well. Mr. President, for your support, for being here, and for all who are here, who's watching, and who will watch in the future. Thank you. If there's one thing that we would like you to keep in your mind is to choose courage. Choose courage in the future, that it will get better. And choose courage in times of hardship. So thank you so much.
When did you start? How long ago did you start?
7 years ago, I took my car to a mill in Larnaca to meet Mr. Agathokleous. That's what they called him, Kriya Agathokleous, for my olives, for the first crossing of olives over Green Line, and we still make olive oil to this day.
And when did you apply for the first time? I know you've won before and everything else, but when did you
I
start
think
getting...
we started applying before COVID, and I think
Okay.
we won after COVID.
So the example of the staying power. So
Yes,
thank you. Congratulations. Let's do the check. Mr. President, I'll ask you to come and present the check to the overall winners. So would you like to join me on stage? Andreas and Emre. Emre and Andreas.
Your Excellency, President of Republic of Cyprus, Nikos Christodoulidis, Stelios Haji-Ioannou, esteemed guests, good morning.
Standing here today is emotional for both of us. Receiving the Stelios Business Bi-Communal Cooperation Award is a moment of deep gratitude, not only for the recognition, but the journey that brought us here.
We want to thank Sir Stelios and the Stelios Foundation especially, as this marks the 15th anniversary of this remarkable award. Your consistent support on this island gives entrepreneurs like us the encouragement and belief to keep going and to keep going together. Our story began in 2015 at BAU exhibition in Munich. What started as a
10 years ago, huh?
Yep. Yeah. What started as a conversation turned into an idea. We saw a real need for high-end aluminium minimal systems, and we realized that we could create something together and fill that gap in the market.
Fast forward to 2025, this year we had the joy of exhibiting together in Design and Construction exhibition in the United States, our first major international event as partners. A long way from where we started, and a beautiful reminder of how far shared vision and trust can take you.
Of course, building a communal business wasn't always easy. Beyond the business itself, there were many layers to navigate. The challenges were many, from logistics to mindsets.
And we stay anchored in our values of trust, excellence, perseverance, and creation. These values gave us direction when things felt uncertain, and they still do.
Winning the Stelios Bi-Communal Business Award means more than we can express. Personally, it tells us you are seen, you are appreciated, and you are doing something that makes an impact.
Professionally, this gives us a huge boost, not just in motivation, but in possibility. We will use the award to develop our systems and bring even more innovation in our designs. This award is not just about our business. It's about possibility. It's a sign that collaboration is not only achievable, it's valuable, and it works.
To others watching, we hope this moment inspires you to reach out, to collaborate, to trust. When we focus on our similarities instead of our differences, we can build things we never imagined.
To everyone here, thank you for believing in ideas that unite and in people who choose to build up bridges.
Let this moment be a reminder. When we create together, not only we grow businesses, we grow possibility, connection, and hope. Let's keep building.
Let's keep creating together.
Thank you.
Thank you.
At this stage, I'd like to thank everybody for attending, everybody on Zoom, everybody in the room, and I'd like to ask the 20 winners and the President to go downstairs for the family photo. So thank you very much.